Hello beautiful souls, it's Mary from PsychicSoulmateReading.com. This video is a tarot reading for our week ahead. Now I'm not going to say the date because it doesn't matter, because you've landed on this channel that the reading is meant for you. Regardless of the date, the time you're watching this, you were drawn to watch this at the perfect time for what you need to hear right in here and now. And it doesn't matter, even if it's way after, it's still intended for you. And if some things are not quite resonating with you altogether, it doesn't matter, because some things have to unfold in your life for the reading and the message to take effect. That's the way it always works. I've been doing this for a really long time. I've been filming these videos for over probably four years maybe. It's going on a year for IGTV. I started to do it about a year ago. And yeah, the feedback that I get is always the same. Like, how did you know? Are you talking to me? And I'm like, yeah, well, you know what? Something just led me to do this. I don't know, I'm just going with it, right? And today I'm actually at a block away from my place. This is a park. And look, the park faces the beach, and I thought, wow, this would be perfect. Actually, that's the lake. The only thing is to get down there. There's sand and rocks and everything, and that's so beautiful, because I gotta find a way. I just moved here just not too long ago, a couple months ago, so now we're just finding our way of, you know, what's over here and what's over there. And, you know, like, I just thought I'm gonna film a lot of my videos outside in this neighborhood because it is gorgeous, okay? And it might be a little bit noisy and a bit loud, but I got my microphone to mask out the birds. If you hear the birds in the background, you hear that? It's like the background music. That's what I got. It's like acoustics of birds in a concert. And there's all kinds of birds that fly. You might see an eagle flying over my head. You might even see a hawk, you know, a fox walking by. It's like there's so many animals that are in this park. It's amazing. The only thing I don't want to see is a coyote, because I didn't bring my mace. But I think if you make a lot of noise, that they walk away anyway. So I'm not concerned about that. I don't know why I said that, but anyways, it just occurred to me. But this is the first time I'm doing it in this park, so hey, this will be awesome. Okay, and so I've shuffled and I've dealt the cards before I left, okay? And by accident, I grabbed 4 cards. So usually I grab 3. It's supposed to be a 3-card reading, and well, it's 4, okay? So the first card is the Death card. And we all kind of look away from the Death card. This is from the Handle Tarot that I'm reading from. And the Handle Tarot is a very beautiful deck. I just was drawn to use it today. And the Death card, we all don't want to look at it. So we're like, oh, just tear up the card. But it's not a bad card. It's not a physical death. It represents the end of something. Something that is ending and that is not returning again. Something that we're going through a major change. Like you made a major change that you're going through. You might have gone through a major change like recently, okay? I know this is hitting for me too, because this reading is for me. I recently went through a major transformation with where my living space is. So it's kind of like a brand new environment, brand new change. So it can also relate to something that you're going through, maybe in relationships. Perhaps maybe you're holding on to something that doesn't really exist, and that the guides are telling you that you need to let go in order for new territory, new energy to come through. And that's what I'm getting really strong, that you need to let something go, something you're holding on to. And it doesn't have to mean that you're like, maybe if it's a relationship, well, it's not to let go of the relationship. It's more of like, let go of the old thinking pattern. Maybe your relationship has outgrown something and you both need to talk about something, like there's something that you need to discuss. And it's not to say you have to end anything with anybody. I'm just saying, like, you need to reevaluate where you are at right here and now in your life at the moment. And so some things are like changing. There's a lot of changes going around, and I'm getting a lot of messages coming through. I'm seeing a lot of things flying around. So that's why if you see me looking around, I'm just seeing that, and everything works like a message, okay? And that's what I'm getting. There's a lot of fear. You're holding on to something that you're afraid to let go of, because there's something that you've been holding on to, this idea. You've been holding on to the ego of it. And you know what? It's time to let go. Let go. You know, there's something that you're really holding on to. And if you don't release it, you're never going to grow, okay? And that's what that's telling you. There's something that you really do need to release, clear and delete. And whatever that means to you, whatever jumps out at you, is the message that you need to hear, that you need to do, okay? So write this down. It's very important that you take notes, okay? You can rewind this and watch it over again, you know, as many times as you like, and you'll notice some new things will jump out that you didn't see before. So you know, like take it with a grain of salt. What you need, take what you need and leave what you don't. But you need to just flow. Things have to flow. Things have to end so new things can begin. That's really what it is. It's a cycle of life, right? Okay, and the second card is alchemy. And alchemy is a renewal. I promise you, if you let go of that something is rebirthing in your life. This is actually definitely transformation. This is both together. I was surprised when I saw this. I was like, seriously, wow. As I was walking with my tripod and the cards, I was like, oh, so this is what came up. Okay, both together, like the death and the this is alchemy, but it's actually judgment in traditional tarot in the Rider-Waite format, which is, they're loud. That's a crow. Do you remember my last video? That was a crow. That was a crow. I think it was. It was black and it just flew by. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. This is rebirth, and that's what crows represent as well. They represent the rebirth. Okay, so it's relating to just actually things that are going on in your life. They may have been a struggle. Like you may have found that it was a really tough battle. Like you were going through like a major battle. You were really working really hard at something, and something just seemed to like it just completely turned right around for you. But it's not. It's not to say that you got to start all over again. That's what they're telling you. You gotta take what you got, take what you need, and you gotta just start over again. Move forward. You gotta start walking ahead. That's what it means. You gotta walk ahead. You gotta keep walking, because if you don't walk it, if you don't keep moving, you know what? You're just gonna stay stuck. And maybe you're dealing with something emotionally. You need to walk it out. You need to walk it. That's what I'm getting. I don't know why I'm getting this really strong message to tell you that you gotta move. You got to move yourself. You got to change things. You got to shift things. And I guess that's with the death card and the alchemy card. Both together, you can't let the past rule you anymore. Like the past is just something that is like, it doesn't exist. The only thing that exists, and I said this before, is right now. Right now. Like, you watching this, just this moment, okay? And stop paying attention to so much detailing. Like there's just so much, like you're not walking away because you're afraid of the detailing. You're afraid that if you let it go, that something bad is like going to happen to you if you do let it go, And yeah, just move forward, okay? And the second card, well, actually the card that I thought that came up was the third card was the Three of Stones, okay? And that is traditionally the Three of Pentacles. This is really good, guys. This is about, I love this. It's about, well, it's kind of like gardening. It's like, it's basically planting your seeds and working together in harmony with a group of people, like with people, getting together with others, okay? I see it as continuously working and working really hard at this. So it's also a card of like rolling up your sleeves and saying, okay, gotta get to work, gotta do the work. Okay, I gotta dig deep. I gotta go into the soil. I gotta shake the ground, and I gotta just plant the seeds. That's the time. That's what you need to be doing right now, and that's what is happening for you right now. You may feel that you may need something, like I keep going back to the past, like you're holding on to something like a crutch. You don't need that crutch. You don't. You have everything you have everything inside here. I just don't want to bump my microphone because I know it's pretty loud when I do. You got everything you need. It's like today, I just took myself to the beach, and I just, lake in the park, and I just grabbed my tripod and I just went. You got everything you need, and my phone. You don't need anything fancy. That's what I said to myself. You can just do it. You don't need lighting. You don't need this. You don't need that. Just try to make it simple. And that's what I did. So I'm just giving you an example of my day. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but anyways, the message is you got everything that you need right here and now, and that you can make things work. And you think that, I'm talking about emotionally, maybe you're holding on to some baggage that doesn't really exist. You got to just take it and just throw it out. Give it to go visit some water. Give it to the lake. That's what I always say. Or just visualize you're giving it to my lake here. Well, it's not my lake, it's everybody's lake. Just visualize that you're giving it to, you're just giving it to Gaia. Take yourself out to the park, and take yourself out to the woods, take yourself out to a tree, hug a tree, and just, give whatever you need and just cry it out. let the energy go, and just pick yourself up and keep walking and work with others. Like, don't be afraid to ask for help. If you need the help, you have everything that you need and you have the people in front of you. You know, if you need something, if there's something that you need, you can always outsource it. I'm just noticing this beautiful red robin looking at me over here. And yeah, so it's a little bit distracting. I have to admit, I would rather just be right now sitting and just staring out at the beautiful nature here. And that's the message to you. You need to go out and you need to connect with the earth. Okay, that was the message with the Three of Pentacles. You need to connect with the earth. You need to connect with nature. You need to connect with what is here, everything that is. You got to just be present. The more present you are, the more things will start to work in your favor, you know. And that's what you need to do. You need to go stare at the birds. Maybe you need to sit down. There's a bench right here. You need to go and just do those things. Take some time out for yourself. Don't be afraid, okay? Work with others. Don't be afraid to work with others, and don't be afraid what other people are thinking of you, because the more you do that, the more you're going to offset your soul's purpose. Okay, and the last card was the, what is it? The Chief Seattle, okay? Son of Stones in the West, Prince of Stones. So that would be our Page of Pentacles, and this is apprenticing. Maybe people don't see you as who you truly are, but right now, but you have a mission in life, and there's something that you have to give to the world. There's something we all do. We all contribute something on this planet. Okay, remember that. Everybody has something to give, and it's not to say that, you know, you're working on you have a desk job and that's just your life, and that's what else do you got to do. You have no other passion. You have no, you know, saying those things, you're actually pushing yourself. Maybe you're really good at. Maybe you're really good at photography. Maybe you're really good at taking pictures. I'm just giving you an example. Like, you're really good at gardening. Maybe you're really good at something. There's something that you have a passion. You have a dream, but you see, you don't really have thought about it, that it would be because you are working at a desk job all day, and you're working at the bank, or, you know, you're working at, you know, something that is, you know, you have a corporate job, or you have a 9-to-5 job, or whatever that is, and it's beautiful. But there's something that you can offer with that. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can do what I'm doing, you know, just talking in a phone and just making IGTV videos or YouTube videos. I'm just saying, like, and just talking to people and just helping people on what you know, and just, you know, just sharing. That's all. And because it just comes from somewhere, you channel it from somewhere, and that's what the message is, that maybe you need to be going and doing it. And, you know, the people that you work with, you know, will benefit from it. Say, for instance, the people that you do work at the corporate job, you're giving them something. You're giving them, you're helping people. You don't have to do it. And maybe you don't have to do it for a living, but maybe they won't receive it, but that's okay, because just being in that light and just being aware and acknowledging that you are a being and you are spirit, they can feel it. You know, everybody has psychic ability. I always say this, and we all have psychic ability. We're all intuitive. We all feel things. And you see, you have that ability to do that. Well, you know that? And that's a plane, and that's a part of the message. That means that there's messages that are coming to you, things that are flying high, that you don't even realize that you are carrying so many gifts. You have so many gifts and blessings you're blessed with so much, but you don't realize that you are. And you know what? All you need to do is just take walks in nature. That's the best way to bring out your talents and your gifts, and to go within, because then you find the light inside of you, and you say, you know what? I really want to do this. And then you might think, nah, because that's your mind telling you that you can't do it. Or it's just someone else's words in the past. Like, maybe you've been through a trauma in your past, and somebody really shamed you and gave you negative thinking, and just, well, I shouldn't say that they shamed you. It's like everything is a domino effect, you know. If somebody did shame you, well, then they've been shamed. And it all works like a domino effect. And it's just, we got to break the pattern, right? You want to break that. And when you break it, you actually move forward, and you can actually find what it is that you truly love to do, and you can actually live your life to the fullest, and you can help other people. Because, you know, doing what I do, I didn't just do it just to be doing it. I did it because I love what I do. And so this is what I do because I love what I do. And you can do the same. You can find what you really love to do, and you can share it with the world. And it doesn't take massive amounts of energy to do it. You can just find it and just start small, and just It just, all you have to do is just climb it slowly. Yeah, it's amazing how what you will come through. So that's what they're telling you, is to give it away, give what no longer serves you away. I always say that, give it away. Yeah, and so all you need to do is just give whatever no longer serves you away. That's what the cards, all of these cards say. Just let go of the past, and a lot of the stories that you hear in your mind, don't listen to them. Listen to what's in here, okay? Take it easy and just go with the flow, connect with nature, and see what you get. Journal. I always say journaling is the best way, and that's the way it works, okay? And then before you know it, you'll notice that some things will start to unfold in your life. Like things will start to come in front of you and say, wow, how did that happen? Oh, freaky. You know those words when we do that, we go, oh. It's amazing, you know. And yeah, it's just, things will start to happen, and especially with love as well. Like you'll find the right person, or things will mysteriously turn right around for you and your beloved, you know. Okay, and so I hope that this reading was helpful for you. And if you're interested in getting a longer reading, just go to my website, psychicsoulmatereading.com. And until the next video, I wish you peace, blessings, love, and light.